back to my channel. Now by the title of this video, you know what it is. I'm going to be talking about The Exorcist. This is part of the series that I started, I want to say about a year ago, where I react to iconic movies that I've never seen. I typically don't react to them while I'm watching them. I'll give my review after I've seen them. First and foremost, I just want to say this. It's been a minute since I've posted. I believe the last video I posted was my reaction to watching The Poltergeist for the first time. If you want to go see that, go check that out. And I just kind of wanted to get this out there that I will be officially taking this channel super serious, posting as consistently as possible, not missing so much time in between, you know, posting videos like 3 months, 2 months, even a month. More consistently, I want to say at least once a week. Want me to react to anything, if you want me to comment on anything having to do with movies, trailers, etc., even TV shows, I'd be down. Please put it in the comments below of any of my videos. I'm always checking my comments. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this review today. So just want to give you a little bit of backstory about this movie. The reason why I hadn't watched it is because, if you know, you know, our parents were kids when that movie was coming out and it was like a big deal. My mom, my auntie, other family members, do not watch this movie, do not watch the movie. Like, this movie was like cursed or hexed or something, and we just weren't allowed to ever watch it in the house. And even as I got older, like, still never allowed to watch it in the house. I love horror, anything thriller. Like, you would think I would have seen this movie years ago, honestly, because of the stigma that was put on it ever since I was a little girl. Like, I was literally terrified to watch this movie. So I called up my homegirl. I was like, okay, I definitely know I can't watch this alone. And we went to her house and we watched this movie. Just want to let you know, I did watch the uncut beginning to end. There is a difference between the uncut and the cut version. They do leave some scenes out and things like that. Like, there is a lot of swearing. It is I believe it's a rated R movie, or it's a not rated, which those are really the ones to watch out for. Just a quick little summary recap. If you haven't seen The Exorcist, like somebody like myself, basically it's about this little girl who gets possessed because she finds this like old antique that came from like the Middle East that was dug up. Honestly, the beginning is like really weird. Like, I could have done without the first half of the movie just because I didn't think it tied in to the movie that well. Like, I didn't really understand how that artifact got to the family. Like, that was really wishy-washy, and maybe like I could watch it again to understand. But basically, the evil artifact, this little girl has it. She becomes possessed, and she is possessed by the devil, and it's like just a possession movie, honestly. And considering the time too, like, there hadn't been a movie like that out, so it really is an experience. Scariness, like a 6-7. Like, it's not really scary. It's really eerie and it's really disturbing. I will say the scariest part for me was when she was sticking her tongue out. Like, anytime she went like, like, I don't want to do it, like, yeah, because I'm scared. That just like didn't sit right with me, and like my stomach hurt. Most people, when they get the flash of like that evil demon thing, that's like the scariest part for them. But not for me, surprisingly. But anytime she like did her tongue and was like, like, I was like, ooh, like, I didn't want to look at that. And honestly, the movie itself, like, the little girl was obviously very young. The thing she was doing was very like inappropriate, and it was a very like perverse movie. Like, it was very perverse, extremely perverse. It just wasn't scary, but it was like perverse, eerie, disturbing. I think that movie in particular was probably the closest to what you would think a possession would look like. And looking at the possession movies now, you can see that they're created for entertainment purposes, and The Exorcist actually feels real. Like, if I were to ever see an exorcism in person or encounter someone who is possessed, like, I feel like that's the closest it would look, as far as not necessarily like the head spinning around or the green throw up, but just like the behavior, the attitude, the things being said. Like, that seems a little bit more on point. In terms of how good the movie was, just for face value, like watching it beginning to end uncut, I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10. I wouldn't watch this ever again. Like, even if it was on the TV, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, put that on. I seen it once, I got it, got it good, because I'm scared of it, but because it just wasn't something that was like, oh yeah, like, this is a new favorite. And I think going into it, I didn't have high expectations, but I definitely went into it like super scared, just because it did have those bad stigmas, and I was so freaking scared of it, just people scaring me, like, ever since I was a little girl, that I just really thought I was going to be freaked out. I overestimated how scary the movie was going to be. Other than that, I do feel like the people in the movie, as far as the acting, really committed to their characters, really committed to actually watching an exorcism, committed to actually seeing this little girl gradually becoming more and more possessed. I do think everybody did an amazing job. Very believable, very realistic. Can't say honestly anything else about it. So for those people out there who are scared to watch this movie, honestly, watch it. If you want, do like how I did, watch it with somebody else. Don't watch it by yourself. Pray. I sure did pray before watching this movie, just because you never know. And I seen like audience reactions when the movie first premiered in theaters, and like people were passing out. I'll put it in the link below if you want to check that out. But yeah, that was my review reaction to The Exorcist. Hope you like what I had to say today. Let me know how you feel, if you agree or if you disagree, your first thoughts on watching the movie for the first time. And please let me know in the comments if you would rather see me watching these movies like live. Definitely down to do that. For right now, I'm just kind of like giving my review, and just, you know, my reaction is the aftermath, not so much the reaction. So maybe I should say the aftermath of watching ... You tell me. Other than that, this review reaction is over. Like I said, The Exorcist, won't be watching it again, but definitely recommend people who like horror films, who like thrillers, who have heard of this movie, yeah, watch it. Who cares, you know? And if you are scared to watch this movie, don't be scared. Take that chance, take that risk, watch it with somebody, and be the person who's able to say, I finally watched The Exorcist, because now I can say that I finally watched it. Years of wanting to watch and years of just looking at 2-second clips because I was too scared to look at full clips even. So ridiculous. Finally watched the movie uncut, beginning to end. So that was that. It's Bella Mays, and I'm out of here. You guys have a great day, and again, appreciate the support, and I'm going to be more consistent with uploads. Love you guys. Bye.